Now let's discuss curriculum planning and development in another way. This is another video of medical education series. So the first step is identifying the need. That why we need a curriculum development and revision. So we have got many approaches like wise man approach. Senior faculty, senior teachers, they reach a consensus after thorough research that the teaching and learning should be like this way in the medical college. Then the stakeholders approach. Now what are the stakeholders? Public, patients, students, faculty and government. Their views are sought and then they are implemented. Then the deficiencies approach, areas where curriculum is deficient, knowledge gaps, they are identified and then they are filled with a new curriculum. Critical incident studies, key medical incidents, whether good or bad, they are discussed and evaluated and then implemented. Then the star performers approach, doctors, the highly efficient professional doctors, they are studied in depth to identify their competencies and then they are copied in a curricular development. So these are the different approaches that what's the need to develop a curriculum. So we have these approaches. Now then the second step comes the learning outcomes. In an outcome based curricular system, nothing is left to chance and learning outcomes are defined and specified, and upon these curriculum is based to achieve the professional doctor, the end product. Now this is a shift from a standard traditional based curriculum where teaching and learning experiences and methods are the only concern and end point is not the goal. Now example is that at the end of the medical school, the doctor should be able to research, communicate well, have a basic core medical knowledge and skill, and he will be true professional and health educator. So these are the learning outcomes that a curriculum wants to achieve. Now the third point is agreeing to the content of curriculum is in syllabus and topics covered in lectures and other learning activities. Previously there was emphasis on the content of knowledge, but now content relating to skills and attitudes is of equal importance. So content can be presented as discipline based, organ based, problem based and clinical presentation based. We have a detailed video on that, you can watch it. Now the fourth step is the organization of the content. In a traditional curriculum, emphasis is that the student should first master the basic disciplines and then move to the clinical medicines, but that was a very flawed system because after passing the exams of the basic disciplines, the student tend to forget the basic knowledge, and when they reach the clinical stages they don't know about their basics. So then came the horizontal integration when basics are aligned and anatomy, bio and physio used to teach a topic together and at the same time, and then further progression was made towards the vertical integration, integrated curriculum. In vertical integration, student gets clinical and basic knowledge from day one of the medical school, but in early years basic portion is taught more, and in later years the major chunk is of clinical scenarios. Then similar is the spiral curriculum in which topics are aligned according to the difficulty level. First, less difficult topics are taught, and then more difficult, and new learning is related to the previous learning. Then comes the now educational strategies. They are based upon spices model. We have discussed the spices model in detail in previous videos, so you can watch that video. And according to the spices, the student oriented, teacher oriented, problem oriented, discipline oriented, integrated, non-integrated, community based, hospital based, electives, and systematic approach. So you can tilt towards each step according to your needs and circumstances. It's not all or none phenomena. So then comes the teaching methods. Now a good teacher will facilitate students learning by using different teaching methods according to the available time, available resources, and circumstances. Now different teaching methods are traditional lectures, flipped classrooms, active discussions, PowerPoint presentations according to Ghani rules, reflection writing, feedback methods, small group learning, PBLs, CBLs, TBLs, role modeling, role play, mentoring, demonstration, simulated patients, standardized patients, audio clips, video clips, social media platforms, e-learning. So through all these are all teaching methods, and you should incorporate every teaching method according to your suitability of the topic. Then comes one of the most important part of the curriculum, and that is assessment. Now it drives active learning. If there is no assessment, the student may not want to learn at all. So in assessment, you should know what should be assessed, like knowledge, skills, and attitudes. All these domains should be assessed. When to be assessed, formative or summative, who should assess. I will make a detailed video on that. And then comes the curriculum communication. Now that's very important because most of the time the students, they are not aware of the curriculum, and they enter into the system and they leave the system and till the end. Like I am giving you my example. When I entered the medical school, I didn't know about the curriculum, the syllabus. I just knew the books, and I had to read all the books and what the teachers will give the assignments. Only that was present in front of me. So can you communicate the curriculum to the students? Declared written curriculum including specific objectives, assessment plans should be exposed and readily available to all the stakeholders, the students, the teachers, the administration, the public, form of print, electronic, or online on the website. And the students should know clearly that what is required from them in the medical school, what should they learn, on which things they should spend more time, and how they will be assessed. Now then comes the educational environment. Now it is also one of the key aspects, and it consists of a hidden curriculum. Hidden curriculum we will also discuss in detail in the next video, when we will discuss the types of curriculum, which is not written or taught but observed and sensed. Values, norms, teamwork, attitudes are developed in collaborative rather than competitive environment. Tools to assess the educational environment such as Dandy's, Ready, Education Environment Meyer, Dreams are available. And then comes the last, how to manage the curriculum. It means how to smoothly run the process of curriculum, how to allocate resources, how much resources are required, infrastructure, staff development, staff appointment, how to manage more students, dean and medical committee appointment to plan, implement and evaluate curriculum. An independent group will have responsibility to check academic standards and quality assurance assessment in any curriculum. Don't expect it to get it right first time. Curriculum will continue to evolve and will need to change in response to changing medical field and local circumstances. So that was the second video of curriculum development. I hope that now, after watching the two videos of curriculum development, you will be able to know, to have some idea of how curriculum is planned and developed. And in the next video we will discuss the types of curriculum. Thank you very much.